It's the weekend tea, folks. You're watching Kettle Messages Tarot live with your reader, the Gemstar. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and checking out our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now let's have a sip of weekend tea together. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekend tea. Hello and welcome to everyone joining us this evening. This is Kettle Messages Tarot. You are on live with the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill the weekend tea. We're going to begin with the birthday sign, Capricorns. We want to wish everyone a very happy new year, 2026. And we want to wish a very happy birthday to Capricorn and Aquarius for the month of January. Let's take a moment and shuffle the cards so we can begin the weekend tea. Happy birthday, Capricorns! Welcome to your weekend tea, another live on Kettle Messages Tarot with your oracle and reader, the Gemstar. Let's give the cards a shuffle. Wow, Capricorns, you already want to spill the tea. Okay, we hear you, little goats. We're here for you, my little goats, Capricorns. Let's see what is going on for Cappies. Happy birthday, Capricorns. Let's see what's going on for Capricorns this weekend. An important ending and a new beginning. What is up with your energy, Capricorns? Ooh, you want to get out in a hurry. Whatever you're getting out of this weekend, you want to do it in a hurry, in a rush. It might be a last minute decision. You may decide to walk out on someone or something or a situation because tensions are high. You may be losing it or about to lose it on someone. Capricorns this weekend. But this is an important end. A cycle completing, a major shift. All right, Capricorns. So Capricorns are saying this weekend, I know I'm fabulous. I know I'm the ish. But I want to be loved for me. Not for what I own, not for my accolades, not for my achievements, but for who I am inside, for what I stand for what I believe in. So yeah, Capricorns, I see that this weekend some of you have an energy of being fed up, tired of a situation where you feel like the people around you are not with you for the right reasons. And you may have had enough of this situation. You're like, I'm going on vacation. I'm going on a sabbatical. I'm going away at this time. Capricorns, this is a time for you guys to really heal yourselves, pamper yourselves, have me time at this time, put yourselves first. I'm getting this energy, Capricorns, where this weekend it's all about putting yourselves first, looking out for yourselves, taking care of yourselves, and getting away from people who only take and want things from you. Okay, Capricorns, this weekend you're definitely letting go of an old situation, an old way of living, being. There's definitely an ending here. You may be moving, relocating, deciding to end something abruptly. Something it's coming to its climax. You're tired of people being around you only to take, only to gain something from you, not truly being authentic, not truly being real with you, and you're tired and exhausted of this type of situation. You've had enough of this situation. And as you leave, good fortune comes. You may receive good fortune on your travels, Capricorn. So if you're moving, if you're relocating, if you're going on vacation, if you're going on a sabbatical, if you are relocating, moving, or thinking about it over the weekend, this is a good move for you. There's a lot of healing that will come with this move. This vacation, this break that you take will rejuvenate you, will set your mind, your spirit, your body, your energy right. You've been around too many people that have been taking advantage of you. There's energy vampires around you. There are people who are in your life for all the wrong reasons. You're starting to see this, Capricorns. And this weekend, it looks like you're making a decision. But whatever you're ending at this time, whatever changes you are making, Capricorns, are for the best. They will bring luck and fortune. Okay. So you have someone around you that is always people pleasing, or is always love bombing, or is always complimenting. They're always around, they're always hanging around, Capricorns. It's like they're another appendage to your body. There's someone here who follows you very closely, who is always in your energy, always in your business, always in your surroundings. I feel like this person is always in your surroundings physically. They're always on top of you. Wherever you go, they want to go. They want to be wherever you're at. Whatever you're doing, they want to be right next to you. They want to copy you. They want to look like you. They want to borrow your clothes. Okay, they want to be introduced to your friends. They want to be part of your friend circle. This person wants to be you. And it's exhausting. And they feel like if they copy you, if they learn from you, if they observe you, if they spend a lot of time with you, it'll be easier for them to fit in your group. Or this is someone who was just introduced into your circle. This can be somebody new, Capricorns, that have been introduced into your circle, and they're always like a fan in your face. Capricorn, Capricorn. Wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you say, Capricorn, they right there, absorbing your energy. It's like they're obsessed with you. They're obsessed with you. I feel, Capricorns, that you have a lot of connections. You know a lot of people. You have a big friend circle, a big family circle. You have a great big network. You have resources at your disposal. And this looks very good and very inviting to someone who you should be keeping out of your space, because they want to replace you, to take your place. So you have to be careful with that energy. That's that energy that Spirit is saying you have to remove this weekend. You have to open your eyes and realize that someone is following you too closely, is copying you too closely, is constantly all over you. And it's like they want to belong, they want to fit in. They want to know your friends, they want to know your family, they want to know your business. They're too intrusive, they're too familiar with you. And if this is somebody you know for a long time, you're about to draw the line in the sand. You're about to speak up, draw some boundaries with this person, get away from this person. I feel like if you're going on vacation, they want to go with you too. They want to go wherever you want to go. They're not letting you breathe. So you're very passionate, you're very fired up this weekend. And that's why this confrontation can happen, this blow up can happen with someone, where you just turn around and tell them, Capricorns, like, why are you copying me? Why are you always here? Why are you always in my house? Why are you always around my job? Why you always show up around my school? Like, why are you always here when I'm here? You're very fired up. And you're ready to speak up and defend yourselves this weekend. And remove yourselves from people and places and things that have you constantly in some type of competition that you didn't even sign up for, Capricorns. You don't even know you in this competition. This person is in a competition by themselves because you have new beginnings here. You're coming into some money. You're coming into some opportunity, Capricorns, financially. You may come into an inheritance. You may have landed your dream job with your dream salary. You may have started your own business. This is something solid. This is something that you're passionate about. This is something that you've worked hard for. This is a hard-earned win for you, Capricorns. And that's why you're looking like a shiny diamond right now to someone else. It's like somebody want to ride your coattails, or somebody saying, hey, you know, Capricorn is getting famous. Let me jump on that bandwagon so Capricorn can take me along. Okay, you got somebody that continuously wants to tag along like a groupie. You got a groupie, Capricorns. But you have an excellent new beginning here. And yeah, somebody here is feeling left out in the cold. Left out in the cold. Capricorns, you could be leaving a water sign out in the cold. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You can be leaving an air sign out in the cold. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The ones that you're working well with at this time are other earth signs such as yourself, another Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, or fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, are coming through this energy of new beginnings, closing cycles, starting something adventurous, something solid, something new, opportunity, especially when it comes to money. Money and something that you're passionate about. It's that saying, like when you do what you love, the money will follow. So it's that type of energy. You're manifesting that type of energy at this time. You've worked hard at something, or there's some windfall or opportunity that lands in your lap over the weekend that is making some, it's tempting to someone else. Someone else is wishing it was their opportunity, that it was their inheritance or their win, okay? And they're like, well, I might as well be Capricorn's friend, get into Capricorn circle, get to know Capricorn very well, go wherever Capricorn goes. That way I can benefit from Capricorn's luck or Capricorn's fame at this time. Be careful with people who want to ride your coattails at this time, Capricorns. Okay, people, freeloaders, leeches, moochers, manipulators. Be careful with people who are being fake to your face just so that they can call themselves your friend. But it's jealousy. It's jealousy and envy that's attracting them to you. That has been your weekend tea, Capricorns. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed, and ciao, my little goats. Aquarius, welcome back, Aquarius, to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekend tea. Aqua, we're all in the month of January, so I want to wish my January Aquarians a very happy birthday season. Let's see what the weekend tea has for Aquarius. What is going on this weekend, Aquarius? Oh, you are having the ultimate glow up at this time. After some tough trials and tribulations, you're going to have to listen to your intuition, Aquarius. There's a lot of opinions, ideas, offers, opportunities coming your way, and you have to use your intuition and your discretion and discernment to make the right choices and decision for yourself, for your life at this time, for what you need at this time. You're going through a powerful growth right now. You're going through a deep transformation, a death, a rebirth, coming out of a dark night of the souls, coming through a tough period in your life, coming through an end, coming through a loss, coming through regrets. So there has been, or there is, a lot of shadow work going on this weekend, really purging, looking back, not so much nostalgic, but looking back at how much you've grown, how powerful you've become, how proud of yourselves you are. At this time, be careful with the advice that comes your way, okay? A lot of people are going to tell you, this is the way to do it, Aquarius. This is the best way. Do your own research. Whatever it is that you're moving towards, or you're working on, or you're getting involved in at this time, Aquarius, it's important that you follow your intuition, that you check in with yourself, that you do your own research and look into situations. Look for facts, facts and evidence and receipts, just not hearsay. Remember, everybody's life is their experience, their journey. What worked for one person may not work for another. Everybody has to find their own way, their own path. There are suggestions and ideas that may be beneficial. But first, you have to get the proof, the facts, the information. All right, Aquarius, you're having a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough, an epiphany, a deep change within yourself. You can be changing, working on your body at this time, working on your aesthetics, working on your education. You're working on yourselves, mind, body, spirit at this time. Some of you already have this glow up. Some of you are working towards the glow up. Some of you are finally just taking your power back after giving your power away in the recent past. So you're becoming and feeling more powerful, more in control. There was a time in the recent past when you thought to yourselves, hey, I don't stop and smell the roses. I work hard, but I don't take breaks. I don't take out time to enjoy what I work hard for. So there's a need to treat yourselves, right? That's the energy I'm getting for Aquarius. This energy where Aquarius, is time to treat yourself. It's time to take your power back. It's time to be proud of that person, that reflection in the mirror that looks back at you when you stare into that mirror, and be proud of how far you've come. How far you've come. How many trials and tribulations. How many times you've fallen down and gotten back up. It's been hard. It's been difficult. It's been hard and it's been difficult. But at this time, you are taking your power back. Or that's what you need to do. Take your power back. Take back control of your life. Make your own decisions. Making your own decisions. Rather than being distracted onto this way, this road, that road, this road, with every opinion and suggestion that comes your way. Learning to trust yourselves more, and to trust those gut feelings, and to trust your intuition, and to trust that the universe got you. There's someone here, Aquarius, that has been very critical of you, very judgmental of you. And it has messed with your self-esteem, with how you look at yourself, with how you think of yourself, okay? Somebody has done, some mental trauma here. They have wounded your ego. They have influenced how you treat yourself, how you look at yourself, how you think of yourself. And you're snapping out of that. Okay? That's that epiphany. That's that breakthrough of nobody defines Aquarius but Aquarius. Wish fulfillment, a dream coming true. Yes. This is what's giving you this glow up. Something is going to make you very, very happy. Very happy because you're coming through a very tough period in your life. You could have gone through major losses, okay? Even health scares. You may have, had to suffer through someone's death. And now, for some of you, you're going to get that dream house, or you're going to get this inheritance. For some of you, you're receiving an inheritance. For others of you, that family home, starting that business. For some of you, you may have to start over again, okay? Starting from zero, starting from scratch, starting over again. That's this energy where in the recent past there has been a lot of loss, a lot of difficulties. And some of you may have to start from zero. But you have people there that are going to support you, that are going to be there. Some of you are healing from a broken heart. Some of you are healing from a broken heart from someone who would not commit. Maybe some of you have even gone through a divorce. Okay? And this is why you got the revenge body going on here. Some of you may have gone through a divorce or even considering it at this time, in the middle of it. But this is going to empower you, liberate you, and empower you. And you're receiving generosity, financial support, and stability from a patriarch. It could be a grandparent. It could be an in-law. It could be a parent, an older gentleman in your life, Capricorn, that is going to help you through these difficulties, okay? You are going through a rebirth at this time. Be gentle with yourselves. Be kind with yourselves. Don't be critical of yourselves. Don't be judgmental and critical of yourselves at this time. Show yourself love and kindness and acceptance, Aquarius, if this energy is not coming from another. This lack of acceptance, yes, sadness, depression, gloominess, doom, gloom, crying, don't want to come out. So someone, yeah, is suffering a depression. You're gonna like snap out of it and go through a rebirth and start working on yourselves. Start loving on yourselves. There's some depression going on here. And it may have to do with work, business, and career. There could have been a job loss, or there could have been difficulties, Aquarius, at work. There could even have been loss. Or you're very concerned about business, work, and career. And if you are, then it's best to send out your resumes at this time. Go to job interviews. Look for work at this time. Because you will get an answer. You will find a job, Aquarius. And if that's a concern where the job stability you don't feel is there to support you, then it's time for you guys to move on from there. Some of you are waiting to hear from an attorney at this time, are worried or concerned. The news is coming. There has been delays, but it is coming. That's why you should get a second opinion, a third opinion, and a fourth opinion. Okay? That has been your weekend tea, Aquarius. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed, namaste, and ciao. Pisces, my little fishies. Pisces, welcome to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekend tea. Let's see what's going on for my little fishies this weekend. Pisces, you are working too hard, Pisces. Oh, Pisces, let's stop letting people throw their work, their problems, their responsibilities on you, okay? You are bored to death with the drama, with the gossip. You need to get away from toxic people, places, and things. You need to get back to living. You need to get back to life. You need to get back to doing things you love, that you are passionate about, that you have fun doing, okay? That you get excited. You look forward to doing, Pisces. Enough with being around people complaining and whining and crying to you and complaining to you, or pouring their responsibilities on you, wanting you to save the day, okay, or solve their problems. There are people around you that are bored, that have nothing better to do than to waste your time, because they're bored and they have nothing going on in their life, Pisces. They want to suck up your time, your energy, with babble, with gossip, with trivial chitter chatter, okay? With drama. And you've had enough of this. You had enough of this. You wish that they would go away. It is difficult putting up with these people. They may be close friends, okay? They may be close friends, family members, people near and dear to you, but they are draining you, okay? You feel like they're a drain, they're difficult to deal with, they exhaust you, and all you do is sit there and listen and get drained by their drama. And this is a weekend, you see, okay, somebody obsessed, somebody stalking, somebody hunting you down, Pisces. And that's because they're bored, okay? They're bored. They have nobody else to go to. Nobody else will listen to them, want to be with them at this time. They got nothing going on in their life, Pisces. You're very busy. You're working hard, all right? You're working all day, working all night. You're working, going to school, work on the weekend, okay? Work on your side hustle. You're doing a million things, Pisces. But other people are bored with their life, bored with their existence, bored with their situation. And so the way they have fun over here is they go looking for you so that they can pour their drama and bring their stories, problems, and issues to your doorstep. And you're like, look, I'm too busy, okay? I got too much work to do. I am too busy. I can't listen to this right now. I can't deal with this right now. Pisces, you want your weekend to yourself. Yeah, being drained, interacting with exhausting human vampires. Oh my goodness. Confirmation. We're feeling it as we're doing the tea for you. We can feel it. They're draining, they're exhausting you. Whether they're friends, whether they're family, whether they're your children, whether they're a love partner, they're constantly Pisces, 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 Pisces. They follow you around. They blow up your phone. And then they tell you, well, you know, Pisces, I love you. I love you. I care about you. I love you. They love your energy, Pisces, because you work hard, right? So you have that high frequency. You have high energy. You have a lot of energy, Pisces. You're hyperactive here. You have a lot of energy. They're dull, boring, plain. You're colorful, exciting, beautiful. You're popping, Pisces. And look, they're the living dead, okay? They're the living dead. Nosferatus coming out here. A bunch of Nosferatus wanting to suck on your blood, okay? They're draining, they're exhausting, and then they emotionally blackmail you and guilt trip you by saying, but I love you, Pisces. Don't you love me, Pisces? Let me drain you, Pisces. Let me exhaust you. Let me consume every waking minute of your day, Pisces. And you're so tired of this. Yeah, you're about to draw the line in the sand. Okay, you about to lay down the law, lay down the justice, put some boundaries. Okay, you about to put some people in check. Who gonna check you, boo? Pisces gonna check you. Pisces gonna check you this weekend and say, not this weekend. This weekend is my weekend, my time. I work hard. I deserve to go party. I deserve to rest. I deserve to do what Pisces wants to do. Pisces doesn't live for you. Pisces is living for Pisces. Yeah, 10 of... They feel like it's a total betrayal. Confirmation. Cards don't lie. Spirit don't lie. Confirmation. Spirit said it. They guilt trip. Right? We were saying it. When you draw boundaries, Pisces, and you start to say enough is enough, okay? Not today, not right now, not this time. I can't do this for you right now. You know, but Pisces, don't you love me, Pisces? Don't you care about me, Pisces? And when you stand up for yourself, when you put, boundaries up, and you demand that people respect your boundaries and your personal space. They're in your face. They're in your personal space, okay? They're breathing on you. When they're talking to you, they're in your face, literally. And you're like, you don't have to get that close. I can hear you. Step back. Step back. They're all over you. All in your face. All in your business. Sucking up all your time. Wanting all your attention all the time. And when you stick up for yourself and you say, oh, hell to the no, Pisces, then they feel like it's a betrayal. The ultimate betrayal. How dare you, Pisces, do this to me, Pisces? Oh, Pisces. Yeah, they act like a child. Okay? They act like a child. They start saying mean, stupid, immature things, trying to hurt your feelings. That's what they do. Okay, Pisces? When you tell them, hey, I can't come through for you, or I can't do this right now, I don't have time right now, I have to work right now, they take it as a betrayal. Like, how dare you not listen to me? How dare you, Pisces, not drop everything and pay attention to me? How dare you? And Pisces, no, drawing the line in the sand. No, you can't monopolize my time. And then they feel that's a total betrayal. And then they start being mean and cruel with their words, playing mind games, all right? Emotionally blackmailing, guilt tripping. Oh, Pisces, you don't love me, Pisces. You don't really love me, Pisces. Watch it with that, Pisces. They got bored and nothing better to do with their time than to consume all of your time. And they're not even being respectful of it. And when you say enough is enough, this is my time, this is my weekend, please respect that, they go on the flip. They go crazy, batshit crazy. Oh, you betray. How dare you? How about all the times I was there? They start throwing things in your face. Trying to lay guilt trips on you. It may be a mom, it may be a sibling, okay? It may be a sibling, it may be a brother, it may be a sister. Oh, Pisces, you know, I'm your brother, I'm your sister. You're supposed to look out. You're supposed to listen. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. Yeah, it can be a parent, a mother, a father, or it can be a sibling, or you can be, you know, in the middle of a toxic family circle where you're the only sane person here. You're the counselor, okay, Pisces? You're the go-to person. You're the mediator. You're the counselor. You're the one that everybody goes to complain about, to whine about, to pour their woes onto. Oh, Pisces, that has been your weekend tea. But you are dealing with some heavy hitters this weekend. These people are going to try to guilt trip you, to try to make you feel bad for putting boundaries, for saying, this is my time now. Please respect that this is my weekend. That has been your weekend tea, fishes. Ciao. Aries, my little rams, welcome to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill your weekend tea. Indeed, my little rams, I'm here with you this weekend, live to spill this weekend tea for the little rams. All right, let's see what's going on. Back off. Back off, Aries says. You are breaking away from someone or something that you are totally fed up with. Okay? Aries, I feel like you saying, get out of my face. Back up. Give me some room. Let me walk away so I don't have to go ham on you. My goodness. All right, Aries. You definitely are fed up with somebody. You don't like the way they've been treating you. You don't like the way they've been acting. You don't like what they've been doing or saying. And you've had enough with somebody's foolery, shenanigans. You've had enough with somebody acting a fool, being rude, being disrespectful. Being low down and dirty, okay? So you are tired of putting up with somebody who is being disrespectful, who's being low down and dirty, okay? Who is trying to cause drama or problems with their actions or with what they're saying or with what they're doing, okay? All right, my little rams, that's how your weekend is kicking off so far. There is somebody here, Aries, who thinks their shit don't stink, who thinks that they all that, all right? They think they the ultimate queen, the ultimate goddess, or the ultimate king, the ultimate emperor, the ultimate ruler here. Somebody really thinks a lot of themselves. Somebody here has a very big ego, Aries. Somebody's being mean, cruel, malicious, or you've just had enough of someone that you have been dealing with and putting up with lately, that you don't like their behavior. You don't like their behavior. For some of you, you don't like it that all the responsibility falls on you, whether it's in a family dynamic or it's in a relationship or in a friendship, in any type of connection or partnership where you feel like you've done all you could, you've done the most, Aries, and they've done absolutely nothing. They've done the least. They've been a fraud, they've been deceitful, they've been a con. Oof, confirmation. See, somebody has unhealthy behaviors that must come to an end immediately. All right, Aries, that's confirmation. We said it. You are fed up with somebody's behavior. Something they're doing, something they're saying, the way they act, the way they behave is getting on your last nerve. It's very unhealthy and it has to stop. And if you must be the one to say something, then you will be the one to say something. You know that somebody is a fake, a phony, that somebody is two-faced, that somebody's a fraud, okay? Somebody is fake news here. And you about to get real with somebody this weekend, Aries. You about to get real with somebody this weekend. You have had enough of putting up with somebody's bad behavior. Whether they're a partner, a family member, a friend, a child, your own child that's been misbehaving, and you're saying, hey, enough is enough, okay? This is unacceptable at this point. I'm gonna make you see the stars. So this is destined at this time to happen. This has to happen. This confronting this person, this situation, this issue where somebody is behaving out of character, somebody is behaving badly, okay? You want them to back off. You don't want anything to do with them. You see the situation and the person clearly for who they are. You see exactly what they're up to, what they're doing, and you don't like it. You don't like it. They're acting immature. They're acting very immature. It could be your own children that are behaving badly lately, that are not listening, okay? And you're like, I didn't raise you like that. I didn't raise you like that. And that type of behavior is unacceptable. Also, a situation at work, if you run your own business, then you may fire some employees for bad behavior or write them up or call their attention. Somebody acting immature. Somebody acting like they don't know what's going on, but they really do, because they're doing it on purpose, deliberately. This bad behavior. And you're starting to see things very clearly. And you're calling somebody's attention here. If you're having a problem with a coworker, a friend, a family member, and you don't like how they've been behaving. Okay, you can be having a discussion with your partner, with your living partner, with whoever you live with at this time, Aries, whether it's roommates, okay? Whoever you're living with at this time. Somebody here hasn't been paying their half of the bills. They haven't been doing their responsibilities, their chores in the house. Okay, so somebody is not pulling their weight in the household. Somebody is not pulling their weight at work. Somebody's not pulling their weight in the household. Somebody's not pulling their weight in a relationship. Somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, Aries. They're not acting right. They're not behaving right. They acting immature. They acting up. They acting a fool. And it looks like you're going to have a conversation with them. Some of you are definitely having conversations with your children about being more responsible when it comes to the chores in the household. Or they have to be more responsible with their schoolwork or with their jobs. Okay? It's like if you have teenage children and they're out partying all night and being irresponsible and not going to school, not going to work, and then you have to carry all the responsibility and the weight, Aries, then you're having this conversation with your teenage kids this weekend and laying down some rules. This is happening with your roommates, with your family members, if you live with them, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever you are living with, who is not pulling their weight. And when it comes to business, work, and career, it's that same energy where I'll report you, okay, if you don't do your work, because I'm not going to be staying late to cover your work. Yeah, see? 7 of Wands, yup. You are standing up, speaking up on something that is unjust at this time. There's a situation that cannot go on any further. Enough is enough. This bad behavior has to stop, and it has to stop now. The lack of professionalism has to stop. The lack of irresponsibility has to stop. This bad behavior has to stop. These addictions have to stop. This partying has to stop. Whatever is disgusting you at this point, to the point, Aries, where you're telling somebody, back off. I don't even want to be in your presence until you go to rehab, or until you stop lying, until you stop cheating, until you stop being fake, okay? Until you stop defrauding. Whatever it is that you want them to stop. It's like until you stop and make some real changes, I don't want to deal with you. That has been your weekend tea, my little Rams. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed, namaste, and ciao, little Rams. Taurus, my little bulls, welcome back, Taurus, to another live. I'm your reader and oracle, the Gemstar, here with another live weekend tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. Let's see what we have for the little bulls this weekend. What you're working with, Taurus. What you're working with, little bulls. Healing a broken heart. All right, so you're healing a broken heart. You're praying. You're going to church. You're getting connected with your spirituality. You're talking to your ancestors. You may be seeing signs at this time. Your intuition is heightened as well at this time. You may be mourning the loss of a loved one who has passed on. You may have been mourning a relationship, mourning the death of someone, mourning an ending, mourning a broken heart. Now you're working towards signs that you're ready for the healing. Enough of the crying, enough of the mourning, enough of the sadness. Because this reading is saying you have cried enough, you have mourned long enough, you have been single long enough, you have been It's like whatever state you have been in it long enough. And now it's time for the healing to begin. It's time to get back into your body, your soul, your spirit, into life at this time. Taurus, it's time to stop looking back, to stop crying, to stop mourning the loss of the past. It's time to get in touch with your spirituality, prayer, meditation, your spiritual practices, your rituals, your cleansings. It's a time of healing, cleansing, and healing. And starting to get, little by little, back into the groove of things. Yeah, you have been going through a period of low self-worth, low self-esteem. In the recent past, you've settled for less. That's why that relationship ended. Okay? It was toxic. It wasn't good enough for you, Taurus. You were settling for less. You was wasting your time, your love, your energy, your resources. You was just wasting time in that connection. That connection has already lived its purpose in your life. That's why Spirit says stop crying, stop mourning it. It's time to release it. It's time to heal from it. It's time to live again. It's time to love again, because this person, took a lot out of you. That relationship took a lot out of you. And now it's time to work on your self-esteem, to work on you. It's like you gave so much to a previous connection that you forgot of taking care of yourself. And so now it's time for you guys to take care of yourselves. Yes, this person was a parasite, a mooch, a freeloader, a loser. You were settling for less. And that's why Spirit is saying, stop crying. Why are you crying over this loser? Why are you crying over this parasite? Why are you, having sleepless nights? Why are you blaming yourself? Why are you up late at night? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. You have survived and gone through something disgusting, something that would turn people's stomach if they knew what happened to you in that relationship, or what this person did to you while they were in a relationship with you. They were so disgusting. Why would you want this person back? Why would you cry over this person? Spirit is just asking. Spirit is not judging. But Spirit is saying, why continue if you can see what type of person they really are, and that they're not worthy of you, and that you're settling for less? Okay? Check out the general tea, the recent live general random tea. It was talking about this same energy here, settling for less. Yeah, somebody who was juggling you, somebody who betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, somebody who was always lying. Okay? They were always lying. And they were always planning to move. They had no intentions of staying with you or continuing to live with you. They had no intentions. But they let you believe it. They only disappointed you. They only disappointed you when they decided not to move in. They only disappointed you when they ghosted you or just moved out all of a sudden. They disappointed you when you found out that you was being juggled. Okay? Oof. The 5 to the 7. Yeah, oh, they were disgusting. Okay? They could have stole from you. They could have stole from you. Not only could they cheated on you, lie straight up to your face, gaslit you, robbed you, uh, um, really put you down verbally in public places. This person was very, very disgusting. Taurus, I hope you wasn't dealing with someone like this, but they obviously are coming out here. You're healing from a broken heart. The message is confirmed that this person was trash, no good, that you was been settling for less. Yes, it's heartbreaking and it's disappointing that this connection failed, but it's best not to have somebody like this in your life who will always cheat, who will always lie, who will always put you down, who will always belittle you, talk down to you, disappear, leave, ghost, keep secrets. Yeah, there they go, the deception. They're always keeping secrets. They're always hiding things. They're always hiding things. They can be hiding right now that they got somebody else pregnant, or that's something you could find out, Taurus, over the weekend, that they got somebody else pregnant. Yes. And if they didn't get somebody else pregnant, they're definitely in a new relationship, and it's romantic and intimate at this time. And this person will get pregnant. If you have someone, you know, who's cheating at this time, lovers triangles, know that they're already catching feelings for that other person, and that they're already getting intimate with that person, and that that person will come out pregnant. And you will find out about it. You will find out about it, Taurus. That has been your weekend tea until we sip tea again. May you have a blessed and fun weekend, Taurus. Don't let them get you down. Get out there and paint the town red. Ciao. Geminis, my fabulous twins. Let's take a sip of tea for Gemmies. Welcome to another Weekend Tea Live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekend tea. Let's do it, Geminis. Let's see what my fabulous twins are working with over the weekend. Okay, so somebody all up in your space, somebody all up in your business, somebody here that you're going to have to draw boundaries with, draw the line in the sand with, confront once and for all, have a talking to. Geminis, we know you's nice and sweet, and you remember all the beautiful and wonderful things that happened in this relationship, this friendship, this partnership, whatever situationship you have with this person here that's showing up, that's all up in your business, is watching you, is stalking you. They may be even working magic on you, wishing you, you know, failure or death. Some of them are not going to that extreme, but the extreme they are going in, Geminis, is that they want to feed off of your energy. They always want to be on top of you, around you, suffocating you, just suffocating you, disrespecting your boundaries, violating your boundaries, being dominant, being possessive, being intrusive, being invasive. And it's time to be brave. Like, you haven't said anything before to this person, but it's coming to a point for you, Geminis, that this person is too much in your business or wants to be too much on top of you, suffocating you, or somebody's watching you, stalking you, hounding you, obsessed with you, and it's starting to feel ick. It's starting to feel uncomfortable. It's starting to feel disrespectful, violating you, and you don't like this energy. Somebody watching you, somebody stalking you, somebody, wanting to feed off of you. Somebody wants to get real close to you because they might want to use you financially. Okay, they might want to get some financial benefit off of you. They might need you financially. They might like to be, they probably gold diggers, or they like to be taken care of, or they're users. Right now, you are nurturing yourselves. You are taking care of yourselves. You are standing up for yourselves. So here with this sword, you're going to use this sword, Geminis. You are the air signs, Queen and King of Swords. Here you are, Page of Swords. Here you are with your sword. You don't want to... Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's the energy, Geminis. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Okay? So for now, you have the sword down. But you know that you have a sword in your hand, and that you are ready to lift it up and defend yourselves when the ghost of Christmas past comes to visit. All right? When someone here wants to, it's like they want your life. They want to steal your youth. They want to steal your beauty. They want to eat you up, gobble you up, soak up all your energy. They want to suck you dry, okay? They want to make you into that skeleton. There are people here that don't know how to respect people's boundaries. And so you're going to have to remind somebody of your boundaries, Geminis. You're going to have to remind somebody of your boundaries. Here you're protecting what you work hard for. You're protecting your money, your abundance, your prosperity. You're protecting yourselves. You're nurturing yourselves. You're loving yourselves. You know what's good for you and what's not good for you. You can see that something and someone here is toxic. And that, as hard as it may be, you may care about this person, but you will lift that sword and you will cut yourselves free from a connection that is taking way too much. And at this point, is very disrespectful. I feel this energy of disrespect, of your boundaries not being respected, of people invading your space, your privacy, people wanting to know your business that have no business knowing your business. You've been very patient with someone. You know, you can have someone here asking you a million questions, Geminis, and then you just snap. Like, why you asking me so many damn questions? Are you a detective? Are you a spy? Why you want to know so much about me? But you dealing here with someone who's watching you, who's stalking you, who's obsessed with you, who may be doing, magic to take your energy, your youth, to block your abundance, your money, your prosperity, your success. And they're reaching out to you, okay? They're reaching out to you, texting you, DMing you, messaging you, calling you, Geminis. Again, you probably already told this person, don't call me, don't text me, leave me alone, right? Because it says it's time to be brave. And you've been patient up to this point. So you've probably already given somebody warnings, Geminis, like, stop calling me, stop bothering me, stop looking for me, leave me alone. And they have absolutely no respect. They don't care. It's about them, okay? It's all about them. They keep calling, they keep coming, they keep looking. You see, they keep looking, keep reaching out. This is somebody you could have blocked. You could have ended a friendship with, a relationship with, a connection with, Geminis, because they disrespected your boundaries, because they violated you. Yeah, you see, you're not going towards them. You don't want them to come towards you. You're not going towards them. This is an act, okay? This is an act, Geminis, this weekend of self-love. Self-love and self-preservation. You know somebody's toxic. You know somebody's no good for you. You know that someone here just disrespects, crosses boundaries, invades your privacy. And it can be a female in your life, okay? A female in your life that you have no communications with, that you don't even live near this person, all right? They're reaching out to you. They're reaching out to you with sweet messages, all right? Sending you messages of the days gone by when things were good between you, trying to remind you of the good old days. So this weekend, T says someone from the past, or someone you separated with, someone you already said, leave me alone. They're coming back, sending you messages, reaching out to you with memories of the days gone by, or when you used to have good times together. But they're not talking about the bad times. They're not talking about what happened in the relationship. They're not talking about how they violated you. They're not talking about how they try to dominate, control. Some of them use magic on you, okay? Some of them wish you death. Some of them threw you evil eye. And here they're coming back. And you're like, what about all those things you said, all those things you did? Stay away. So if they're reaching out, you see, someone here is reaching out and then someone is not replying. It's like, no. This narcissist, this person that can't respect your boundaries, is reaching out. When they reach out, it's your time for bravery not to reply. Not to reply, because that's what they want. They want you to reply. And they're going to send nice messages, remind you of the good old days. And so that's why it's telling you, you got to be strong. You got to be brave. When someone who's abused you or betrayed you in the past, you have to be strong when they come back around, trying to get back in your life, trying to remind you of the good times. But they forget about all the wicked things that they did to you, Geminis. Yeah, this time, this is a completion for you. Okay, so this is a karmic energy. This is a karmic situation with this person. This is meant to happen at this time so that you can see how brave you are, okay? Are you really brave? Are you really brave, or are you going to let these abusers come in and take advantage, try to take advantage of you financially. Somebody here may want to take advantage of you financially, Geminis. So be careful with that. Yeah, this person is in their head, not in their heart. Okay? This person is not coming towards you because they love you. They see you as a source. They have a need and they want to feed off of you. You are the source. But you're showing up here. See, that self-love. We said it. You're looking out for yourselves. You're protecting yourselves. That Four of Pentacles, you are closed off. That ship ain't moving. Four of Pentacles, you are closed off. You're not allowing them in because you know they're coming with bad intentions. You know they're coming with bad intentions. And that's why you don't reply. That's why you get brave. That's why you put yourselves first. Because you know that someone here is coming in with ulterior motives, with bad intentions. Okay? Look at how they're coming in. Nosferatu. Okay? They come in here being disrespectful, being hateful, crossing boundaries, and then they want to come right back in. Oh, remember the good old times. Remember the good old times, Geminis. That has been your weekend tea, Gemmies. Until we sip tea again, may you have a fun-filled weekend. Ciao. Cancer, my little crabs. Welcome to another live weekend tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekend tea. Let's see what's going on for the little crabs this weekend. What you working with, Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is Cancer working with this weekend? Calm in the chaos. All right? Everybody's losing. Okay, it's a full moon. Everybody's howling at the full moon. But you're calm, cool, and collected. Everybody around you is going batshit crazy. But you are calm, cool, and collected. Everybody's attacking each other. War breaking out. And you are cool, calm, and collected. Following your intuition. Trusting your sight. Alright? Trusting that third eye. Trusting your intuition. Trusting that high priestess in you. Because you're going to have to listen to your gut feelings when somebody here is going to make you an offer that you should refuse. Okay? It's too good to be true. Someone here is very, very tempting. A very tempting offer, right? It's like your dream beau. You meeting your favorite star. Or you meeting someone beautiful, someone rich, someone famous. Someone you've always wanted to talk to. They're finally talking to you. There's someone here that's very, very tempting. They're very charismatic. They look good. They're very popular. They always get people to listen to them, to do what they want, to follow them. They make offers people can't refuse, but they should. Because there's an offer coming, Cancer, that's very tempting, but it has a very high price. What is it going to cost, this thing that they're offering you? Whatever they're offering you has a very high price to it. So you have to trust your gut. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to stay cool, calm, and collected. Don't even let them know that you even excited about what they're offering you. It's like, oh, you getting invited to this party, but it's best that you didn't go. But because the party is gonna be hot, somebody famous is gonna be there. Well, whoever the party is for, you wanna be there, and when you get there, all hell breaks loose. There's a shootout, there's a fight, the cops show up. But there's some offer here coming your way that you should refuse. It's going to be very tempting. It's going to be hard to say no to it. But that's why you're going to have to say no to it. Because it has strings attached that you don't know about. It's like you see it all the time in the news. These girls that get invited to parties, and the next thing you know, that they're being sold. They're being human trafficked. They're being drugged and raped and abused. There's people making things sound good. That are not. Some of you are making improvements to the house over the weekend, or you're wanting to make improvements. You may want to redo the bathroom or the kitchen. Cancerians, but you want to make some changes to the household. You may want to paint. Ooh, confirmation. There's a party, a celebration, and a social event that you should be. This is I just said this. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Okay. So be careful with a party, a celebration, or a social event that you are invited to. Because somebody has an ulterior motive for inviting you to this party that you don't know. It's like somebody setting you up. All right? Or somebody making it something sound better than what it is. So if it's not a setup, then it's like someone really oversells something to you. And then when you go and check it out, it's garbage. It's whack. It's boring. So it may not go to the extreme where people are fighting and there's a shootout, but that is a possibility. But for others, they may be getting set up. But there is something that the person inviting you is not telling you. Okay? Some event, some party that you're going to. You don't know what this party is all about. See, this cross just fell. And it fell reversed. Like, be very careful partying this weekend. Be careful whose house you go to, where you're partying at. Know the entrance and exits. All right? Make sure you know this environment, or you know someone there. Okay? Or have someone on speed dial ready to go get you if anything goes down. Because it started with you needing to stay calm around chaos. And someone here inviting you to a party, a social event, a celebration, and something nasty happening there or going down. Or something really unexpected. shocks you when you get there. You're going to see real quick that these are not your people. You're going to get to wherever you're going this weekend, Cancer, and you're going to be like, wait a minute. These are not my people. This is not how I party. This is not how I get down. This is not how I like to have fun. This is not what I thought it was going to be. Sometimes when somebody give you something for free, it doesn't always turn out to be great. There's definitely could be a fight breaking out this weekend, Cancer. Definitely over jealousy. Okay? Yeah, somebody could be inviting you to some event, some party, some celebration as their guest, and they have a significant other, and that person shows up at this party and starts an argument and a fight. It could be an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Fire signs and earth signs are coming through. Fire signs and earth signs are coming through. Definitely, somebody here is going to start gossiping, talking smack. All right, somebody here is talking smack, gossiping, saying nasty things, and this can end up in a fight and in a confrontation. Somebody could wind up in the hospital or in jail. Somebody could wind up in the hospital or in jail. The message this weekend, Cancer, is if you going out partying, be careful where you party and who you're partying with. Because a fight can break out and it can get very, very nasty. People can wind up in jail. People can wind up in the hospital. Okay, people can wind up very hurt at this party. Doesn't necessarily have to be you the one that gets hurt. You know, you could just be the observer, the witness. But it's still a dangerous situation and environment to be in, where you're saying, you know, this is not my place, and, you know, these are not my people. You know, I came here because I thought I was going to do some Bible study and I was going to be talking to God, but I didn't know this was, you know, a satanic cult. It happens, folks. It happens. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed one. Ciao, little crabs. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Leos, welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. The cards are already speaking. It's time to clean yourselves up. Clean the house. Go to the beauty salon. Go to the barber shop. Go get mani-pedis. Do some deep cleaning of the house. Wipe away the mildew and the cobwebs. Learn something new. Do something fun. Do something out of the box. Okay, Leos, some of you can be snapping out of feeling bored, lazy, unmotivated, unenergetic. And you're going to start either working on a hobby, working on a side business, doing something new, doing something different, even coloring your hair a different color, changing your whole aesthetic or your clothing, your style, your fashion. Some of you are studying very hard in school and you're having a difficult and tough time. Sometimes you want to throw in the towel. Sometimes you want to quit. Sometimes you want to drop out because something is getting too difficult. A job or a course, a class that you're taking that's becoming too tough, too taxing, exhausting. And you're thinking of wanting to do something new. Something new and something different. But it's time to clean up your act, or clean up your look, or clean up your house, clean up your life, and try new things. You've been losing hope in a situation, but there's this energy of like an epiphany, an aha, you snapping out of it. But it's definitely a time to start cleaning certain areas in your life out, Leos. Because that will lead to great happiness. If you try something new, if you snap out of this funk, I feel this energy of couch potato energy, and then all of a sudden you start looking around the house and you go, oh my God, what a mess. I gotta clean up this house. Or you look in the mirror and you go, oh my God, look at my hair. Oh my God, look at my clothes. Oh my God. And it's you snap out of it. You're like, what the hell is going on here? You're trying to maintain your sense of humor in a difficult situation, and you're trying to keep the hope alive. So you're going through something difficult, but you're grinning and bearing it. You wish you didn't have to put up with this person or this situation at this time, because it is taxing. It takes a lot out of you, whether it's a study, a course, whether it's a person, a place, a thing that has been draining you to the point where you haven't been taking care of yourself. You haven't been eating right. You haven't been working out. You haven't been getting enough sleep. You haven't been drinking your water and staying hydrated. And this energy is not a surprise, especially at the beginning of the year, the month of January, where over the holidays we could have done some partying, some overeating. We look like a hot mess. And now, New Year's resolution kicks in. Let's start taking better care of ourselves, to better care of our bodies. Let's, take a course. Let's start something new. Let's study something new. Let's read a new book. Let's get a new look. So I feel this energy of making New Year's resolutions. It's like waking up and saying, oh my God, the party's over. The party's over, and now it's time to clean up. You may be calling your friends and family over to help you clean the house. Or your friends and your family members at this time, Leos, are telling you, my God, Leos, what's happened to you? You've gained weight, or you've lost weight, or you look tired, you look exhausted, you look stressed out. And you're like, what? Leos, you're like, oh, hell no. I look what? No, I gotta go right now to the barber shop, to the beauty salon, get a mani-pedi, get a massage, dye my hair. I gotta do something. Because somebody, is calling this to your attention. You're not liking this. It's like, I always look fabulous. I'm Leo, damn it. I always look hot. I always look good. I always gotta glow up. I'm Leo. And somebody here is saying, Leo, you look like a hot mess, Leo. Look at this house. Look at you. Look at the children. What is going on here, Leo? And you may have been going through some depression. You may have been going through some depression. Yeah, you need a vacation, Leos. Really. You need a vacation. You need to get away. You need to travel. You may be talking over the weekend and making plans to travel, to go on vacation. You may be reaching out to your friends, your family members at this time. There's some travel that's coming up that has you worried and concerned. For some of you, you're worried and concerned about traveling at this time. But it's going to go well. Ten of Hearts. It's going to go well. There's love. There's love, money, and travel for Leos. That's what you're working towards, Leos. Love, money, and travel. Because you're exhausted. You need it. Your friends and your family are telling you, hey, Leo, what's going on? You're not your usual hot, peppy, fiery selves. And we see you, you know, some of you are walking away from earth signs. You may walk away from an earth sign or a water sign. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You can be walking away from someone, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, of the earth element and the water element at this time. Because you're cleaning out your life. So, of course, some connections are going to be ending. You may be ending some connections, or you just may be getting, you know, your space from them, distancing yourselves from them. Because at this time, you need to work on you. You need to work on your education, you need to work on your business, or you just need to work on yourself, on your fitness, on your health, on your money. There's things that continue to repeat and repeat. There is something you're really confused about. Leos, there's something you're confused about. You have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. There has been a lot of obstacles. For some of you, there's a situation at work where there's problems and obstacles, and it's been going on long enough, okay? It's been going on long enough, and you're getting a little tired of it, and you're confused on whether to continue giving energy, showing up to work, or looking for another job. For others of you, there is a relationship that or friendship that you have with an earth sign or water sign that may be ending at this time because there's this fork in the road. You are at a crossroads at this time, and you may have outgrown certain people, places, and things. All right? You are outgrowing certain people, places, and things. And because of that, relationships and connections are changing. There are people that are staying behind, others that will be moving forward with you, and you will meet new people altogether. But at this time, your focus should be on your health and on your studies. And cleaning up that house, Leos. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed and fun-filled weekend. Ciao. Virgos. My hard-working, practical ones of the Zodiac. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to another live with the Gemstar on Kettle Messages Tarot. Let's spill the tea, Virgos, and let's see what is going on this weekend. Oof. Be careful with addictions, alcohol addictions, drug addictions, any type of addiction, food addiction, drug addictions. Also, if you already have a health issue, then it's important that you pay attention to your health at this time. Because lately, these cards, they're showing here that lately you may have been overindulging, right? We went through the holidays. You could have been overindulging on food, alcohol. So now it's detox time. It's cleansing, purifying, detoxing time, and paying attention if you have health issues to get yourselves to the doctors at this time to get yourselves checked out. Because you may catch an illness on time to stop further damage or to reverse it altogether. But there's a need to really pay attention to not overindulging. Everything in moderation at this time, Virgos. There's a lot of changes happening, changes in your body, changes in your situation, changes in the way that you've been feeling and thinking. And some of you, health-wise, you haven't been feeling good. If you have to be honest with yourself, be honest with yourself right now. Some of you have been feeling sick. Some of you feel like you have to get to the doctor, or some of you already know you should be taking better care of yourselves. Or there's someone around you who is overindulgent, Virgos, who needs to be taking better care of themselves and who should be taken to see a doctor at this time because their health is being affected by their overindulgences, whether it's eating, drinking, smoking, whatever their addiction is, or whatever it is that they're overindulging on at this time. If it's not you doing the overindulging. You're going through some changes, some growth at this time. But it's more on your outlook on life, on people and places and things and situations in your life. That these changes are happening. Someone here that you could be dealing with, Virgos, could get very aggressive, confrontational, or violent when they are under the influence. Okay? And so that's also something that you should be paying attention to. Somebody who is becoming violent when under the influence. It's necessary that you get distance from yourself and that person, and that person go get help, professional help at this time, rehab, hospitalization, but they need professional help at this time. Their addiction is out of control, and when they are under the influence, they become violent and aggressive, and they can even harm you or hurt you, Virgos. So it's important that you have distance from this person and that this person go and seek help because they need it. Yeah, you can't heal this person. You can't be this person's psychiatrist. You can't be this person's doctor. You're too close to the situation. Okay? Or if you are the one with a with an addiction problem, then you got to get real with yourself, because you're hurting yourself physically, and you're causing yourselves illnesses and sicknesses in your body and in your mind. You can be feeling foggy, having memory issues at this time. So if you're not dealing with an addict and you're the addict, then you got to stop being in denial and get help, and get help now. And if you're dealing with someone like this, Virgos, they need to get help. You can't play psychiatrist, you can't play doctor, counselor. You can't do it. Because you're putting yourselves in physical harm's way. That's right. They gotta talk to somebody about this problem. Gotta have a conversation. Somebody gotta go to rehab, or somebody gotta get on a diet, or somebody has to stop overindulging, or somebody has to go to anger management. This is what is needed right now. This is what is needed right now to prevent future death. It's also to prevent, someone winding up in the ICU, winding up hospitalized, giving themselves a health scare or a health issue that they cannot reverse. But they're stubborn. They're stubborn. They don't want to go to rehab. They don't want to admit they have a problem. Somebody here is in denial that they haven't been overindulging, or that they don't have an addiction problem, or that they're not sick, okay? Like, I'm not sick. I'm okay. My health is perfect. What are you talking about? Somebody here may have a health scare because they're ignoring taking care of themselves. And if it's not you, then it's somebody who is very close to you. That because they're not taking care of themselves, you may wind up, having to be responsible and taking care of this person. Or that's what you have been doing, and that's why Spirit says, hey, you did all you could, Virgos, at this time. They need to seek a professional. You need to go talk to somebody to find them a professional. Okay, so another message coming through is that somebody here is overindulging in third party, okay? And they can catch an STD and spread a STD. So be careful with that one. Be careful with that one. Because for someone here, the overindulgences is food, drugs, and alcohol. But now, extending the reading, getting these extra messages, somebody here has been overindulging in affairs of the heart. Somebody here still talking to their ex, seeing their ex. Oh my goodness. Okay. So for some Virgos, your ex may be reaching out to you, and this is a toxic ex, so you have free will, but the advice is to stay away from this person because they haven't changed, and they're even more aggressive and more violent and more mean Now, for others of you, you may find out that if you're involved with somebody at this time, that they're talking to their ex. And not only are they talking, to their exes, they're still looking at the grass greener on the other side. So they have a relationship with you. They're still talking to their ex that they have feelings with, because this is their bestie, okay? They see this ex as a soulmate. Like, I'm never gonna, stop talking to this ex. I'm never gonna stop being with this ex. You may have, this may be you, Virgos, with your ex, and you still have them in your life, even though, you're married, or even though, you're already in another relationship, even though y'all already broke up and y'all have new separate lives with new people. You still in contact with each other, hook up once in a while, see each other once in a while. And if this is not you doing this, you may find out that your love partner has been doing this. And not only are they still entertaining an ex, but when they go out and hang out with their friends, they talk to people that they're hanging out with. And they talk about future partners that they haven't even met. They still act single, and they still talk as if they single, even though they in a relationship with you. So someone here is not committed. And that's something you may find out this weekend. That has been your weekend tea, Virgos. Until we sip tea again, make sure to take those trips to the doctor and just have a physical. Just have a physical and make sure everything is okay, A-okay. And if somebody's having health issues that is close to you, try to talk them into going to see a doctor. As we see, it's not going to be easy, but this person, they really do need to go see a doctor. They're in denial that they don't have a problem, that they don't have an issue, or that they're not making current medical issue even worse by not taking good care of themselves. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed one. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice, lay down the law, lay down the justice. Libra, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot Live with your reader, the Gemstar. Let's do it, Libra. Let's lay down the law and lay down the justice. The weekend tea, a time for spirit, is a time for you, a time of meditation, a time for prayer, a time, you need a long time, Libra, so that you can think, so that you can find solutions to your issues and your problems. So I'm talking to the Libras that when they have problems, or they have something that they have to work on or solve, or they need to think, they need to be in peace and quiet, they need to be alone, they need to be in nature, or they need to be in wherever they need to be, but they need to be alone. So there is something that you've been holding on to for a very long time. There is something or someone, Libra, that you've been holding on to for a very long time. And you're going to go deep within yourselves this weekend and ask yourselves and ask your heart if you are going to continue to hold on, or if it's best for you to release someone at this time. But you will find a clear solution to this problem. Person, place, or thing that you're holding on to, you can't move on from, right? That's like when you grow up in your family home, your childhood home, and you don't want to sell it, but you want to move, but you don't want to get rid of your childhood home, but you need to sell it so that you can buy your new home. And so you're holding on real tight to it, and it's preventing you from making changes and moving into a new home. You're holding on to a past relationship, and you it hasn't allowed you to start dating once again, or to move on into new connections and new relationships. There's something or someone you're holding on to. Those are just examples I'm throwing out there, but something that it's been difficult to break free from or to walk away from. You've been holding on to it. But now you're checking in with yourselves, with your intuition, with your heart this weekend, and saying, is it time to let this go, right? Is it time to let this old house go? Is it time to let this old job go? Is it time to let this old car go? Yes, you're very sensitive in your feelings at this time. Maybe these things that you are giving away, selling, releasing at this time are very sentimental to you. Right? That's like when you're having a yard sale, or you're giving away clothes and goods, and you start packing up that box to start giving things away, and you're like, oh no, not this, I can't give up this, I can't put this away, I can't sell this, I can't give this. Being very sensitive in your feelings about something or someone that you are letting go at this time, or having to let go. Being open and honest, and expressing yourselves. All right, this is a weekend of feelings, Libra. Expressing yourself. I feel like if this is a friendship or a relationship, you're finally letting somebody know what you have been feeling and thinking deep down inside. Some of you have been hurt in certain relationships or friendships, and that's something that you're going to be talking about with this person over the weekend, because you're opening up. You're opening up about something that you're very sensitive about, that has hurt you. It's not easy for you. You've been holding on to this for a while, but now you can't hold on to it any longer, and you need to talk about it. Right? That's like when your bestie hurts your feelings, and you don't say anything at that moment. You let it slide, but you can't forget it. You can't forget it. It keeps popping up in your mind. Every time you look at your bestie's friend, you're reminded, and now you just have to say something. But I feel that energy, Libra. Like you've been holding something in, and you just have to let it out. Or you've been holding on to something for too long, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a situation in your life, a way of living, thinking, being, that you can see that it does more harm than good. And you're finally ready to release it, but it's not easy. You're sentimental about it for some reason. Oh, leave it in the comment section. I want to know. You want unconditional love, and you don't feel like you've been getting that, Libra. You don't feel like you've been getting unconditional love from the people that should be loving you unconditionally. You feel like the love they offer you comes with conditions. You have to meet certain expectations, certain wants, certain needs, certain demands that they make on you in order for them to continue to so-called love you. And you're worth more than that. You value yourself more than that. You have integrity. You have self-respect. And so you feel hurt and offended that people that should be just loving you for you are putting conditions to their love, which in the end makes you feel unloved, or like you have to pay for people to spend time with you, pay for people to love you. Give of your body, give of your money, give of yourself until there's nothing left to give. And you're not liking how this has been making you feel. And so you need to have a conversation. You can't stuff this down any longer because it's making your spirit sick. Okay? You need to reconnect with spirit. You have to be all right in your spirit. You have to be all right with yourself. Right, you've been numbing your feelings and numbing your emotions and stuffing it down and pretending that things are not offending you, things are not hurting you, everything is a-okay, peachy keen, you're strong. Yes, Libra, but you're human too. You're human too. And you have needs and you have wants and you have desires and you have dreams and goals like everyone else. And you have every right to try to have that, to give yourself that in your life, to receive that, to open yourself to that. And when you find yourself that you're not receiving that, then now you have to reflect, right? You have to reflect and look at these connections in your life. And are they worthy of you, right? Follow that wisdom. Go towards the light. Look deeper. Look deeper into your heart. Look deeper into situations, people, places, and things. And see what you have been holding on to that is not healthy or good for you. And release it at this time. Because if you're not receiving unconditional love from others, you need to start giving it to yourselves. Okay? You gotta be honest with yourself. There's that 4-leaf clover. Luck and fortune. I love luck and fortune, especially when it comes after a good rebirth, a good releasing. They say, you release, you let go, you make space for new things to enter, right? You let go of all this toxicity. You leave in space for this good, positive energy to flow right in there. Some of you are going to be able to get your dream house, purchase your dream house, or visit a house that you have always fancied. Oh, yes. Okay. Some of you are finding romance. As we said, release these people that can't love you and go towards people that will love you unconditionally. So there's new romance coming for Libra at this time. Purchase of a new home at this time. You can have a wedding, an engagement at this time. There can be an engagement party happening. Also, for some Libras, if you do relocate in this new area where you move to, you will find a new love partner there. You will make a new love partner at that new location, at your new home. So you have good luck and fortune and money. in home and in love at this time. And that may be something that you are wanting and needing that's missing from your life at this time, and that you don't want to settle for less. You don't want to settle for someone who's not loving you the way they should, who, knowing that you are sensitive, goes out their way to hurt your feelings or offend you. Somebody who, in a relationship, they're only looking to get what they want to get. They don't care about your needs or wants. So when you release that toxic person, when you meditate on those toxic connections, and you see what you've been holding on to that hasn't been serving you, that needs to be freed at this time, then you welcome in luck. Luck in finding a new home, and luck in finding new love. And for many of you, you will find love where you move to, a new place you move to or work at. That has been your weekend tea until we spill tea again, my scales of justice. May you have a fun-filled weekend ahead. Ciao. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Let's see what's going on for Scorpios. What's your weekend tea, Scorpio? All right. Okay, flying out. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. You know, they always used to say, it could always be worse. So count your blessings. Because someone, when you think you have it bad, someone out there has it worse. So count your blessings. You may be meeting, entertaining, or spending time with new people that are weird and strange to you for some reason. And this just came through, Scorpios. It's like, my friends may be weird, crazy, different, but they're my friends. They're always there. Count my blessings. The power of 3. Some of you Scorpios may be working the magic this weekend. You may be doing house cleansings, rituals, purification at this time. You can be doing spell work at this time for some Scorpios. For others of you, something that has happened once, twice, will happen 3 times. Will happen again. You may have been, I don't feel, it's not this energy where you know this person for a very long time. So let me, because I'm getting several messages for Scorpios right now. The first message that's coming through that I can see very clearly for some Scorpios that are tuning in is that you have had a brief encounter with someone who you found weird, strange, and odd. They're not your usual type of person that you would hang out with, spend time with, entertain. This person is very different and unique. And you've seen this person not once, not twice. You've seen this person once or twice. You will see them again. For some reason, this person may be, a twin flame or a soulmate. Because this person is meant to be in your life. and they're coming back. For some of you, you could have met somebody odd, weird, strange, different. It intrigued you, but it never went anywhere. Or it didn't go as far as you would have liked because maybe you felt you guys were too different. And now the opportunity with this person is coming around again and arriving again. It's like second chances. Here's a third chance at something. Oh, let's dig into this. Because there's a couple of messages here. For some of you is no matter how bad things may look, count your blessings. Because somebody else out there has it worse. Or look at your surroundings, look at your life, and count your blessings for the experiences and the lessons and the life that you have lived so far. I want to see where these weird, strange people in your life, why are they here? Confirmation. We just said that there's a spiritual connection, a soulmate, a twin flame connection with you and someone very different from yourselves, Scorpios. You wouldn't even see yourself with this type of person. This is not your type. This is not your usual type. Or this is not your usual group of friends. There's something weird and different even in the experiences you have with this person or with these people or with this group. That even though it feels weird and strange, you kind of like it. Because it's not only here once, but twice. And it's coming here again. So they're meant to be in your life. They're here to spark up a spiritual awakening. It's like meeting your spiritual family. And because you're all connected on a soul level, you're not recognizing yourselves in the flesh. In the flesh, you look at each other's exterior and like, no, that's not my type, or those are not my type of people. But you have to learn something from each other. They're learning a lesson from you in this situation, and you're learning something from them. It's important that you keep yourself open to people who are different from you at this time. That's the message coming through, Scorpios. Don't see them as a threat or a competition. Oh. Okay. For some Scorpios, there may be a passing of a loved one. You may hear of a passing of a loved one over the weekend, or someone will be taken gravely ill and will pass on. Someone here also is spiritually protected at this time, and your ancestors, your spirit guides. That's why you may be working with your ancestors, ancestral magic at this time, or You may be having dreams at this time, signs, symbols, messages come through at this time from a loved one who has passed on and who is like a guardian angel for you. They're a guardian, they're a protector, they're a spirit guide. There's someone who has passed on into the spirit world that's guiding you at this time, that wants you to open up yourselves to new experiences, new people, places, and things. It's like the more strange, the more weirder, the more bizarre, the more interested you should become. An ancestor here wants you to open yourselves up to new experiences, get out of your comfort zone. For others of you, someone here who has been in the hospital already twice, they're going back into the hospital the third time. And the third time they go in the hospital, that will be the time that they pass. Someone here has already taken ill once, twice, and the third time they may not make it out of the hospital on the third trip. Scorpios, there's a battle here. You're feeling overworked, overburdened. You may be taken to the hospital. Stress. There's a lot of stress, overindulgence. There's bone issues, heart issues, blood issues coming through. There may be some injury due to a sport. So be careful if you're into sports, Scorpios, you can hurt yourselves. Okay, there also may be an ending, an abrupt, sharp ending to a relationship, a third party relationship. So, Scorpio, if you in between lovers, you will be making a decision this weekend on which lover you are going to stay with, if you even want to stay with either one of them. Okay, because here is showing that one connection, there's too many fights and arguments and confrontations. There's too much incompatibility. Too much incompatibility. And in another connection, someone is too attached to what their family thinks and says about their relationships and their partners. It's like their family decides for them if a partner is good or not. There's like intrusive in-laws that make it difficult for you to have a relationship with a person here. And because of in-laws or family interfering in one connection, that may be the reason that connection ends. For another group of Scorpios, your connection ends because the relationship is too much of a burden. There's too many fights, arguments, accusations. Things can get physical in these relationships, okay, where people are physically abusing each other. So that's why that connection will end. And for others of you, this weekend, go out there and open yourselves up to new experiences, different, weird, bizarre people, situations. Talk to people you would never talk to before. Hang out with people you would have never hanged out with before. And have a good time. Learn something new. Have a new experience. Have fun with it. Okay? Some people look scary, but they're sweethearts deep down inside when you get to know them. I feel that energy here where people look intimidating and scary because they're different, but when you get to know them, you see that they're not scary after all. And if you're going through a very difficult time, count your blessings because there's some good fortune, something good destined for you that you have wished upon a long time ago. You may have even forgotten that is ready to get fulfilled, Scorpios. That has been your weekend tea. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed one. Welcome back, Saggies, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekend tea. Live on Kettle Messages Tarot. Let's shuffle the cards and let's see what messages we have for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Saggies. Saggies, it's time to go green. Go green. Clean energy, get healthy, eat right, eat organic, eat healthy, eat natural foods, eat less processed foods, stay away from caffeine, sugar, nicotine. It's time to get on a health kick. All right, it's time to contribute to making the planet a cleaner and better place to exist and live. Yes. All right, Saggies, I'm feeling this energy of invention. You can actually invent something that will produce cleaner energy, okay? Or that will do something positive for the environment. So I feel like some Sagittarius are coming up with a patent, an invention at this time. This is a creative weekend for you guys. This is a great weekend for you to work with your hands, build something, invent something, write something, create something. You have the creative energy this weekend. You're going to have aha moments, epiphanies. You're going to have vivid prophetic dreams. So have your dream journals by you over the weekend. Make sure to write down those dreams as much as you can remember about them at your waking moment. That way you can keep track of it throughout the month, because there's a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and ideas that are going to come through your intuition, especially your dream state and during meditation. It's important for you guys to spend a lot of time in nature and to also fast and eat natural and healthy and stay hydrated. That way you can be a good conduit for all this ancient wisdom that is going to be passing through you and to you over the weekend from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, okay, from the other side. They are trying to get messages and ideas to you. They can even give you the lottery number, okay? They're giving you some wisdom, something that can help you, something that can make you money, something that can make a difference in the world. And if it's not coming, intuitively to you, it can just be an aha moment. Something just snaps in your brain and says, oh, this would be a good idea if somebody would create it. And why not the creator be Sagittarius? Or you're going to be working on something, creating something, impacting the world, impacting society. You're making a great impact. And it's not only changing your life, but it's changing the lives of others. You may be a guru, a teacher, a mentor, a coach, an inventor, a scientist, but you're definitely creating something, creating a work of art, creating a garden, creating clean energy, ways to get clean energy. Meditating for peace and seeking harmony. Confirmation, we just said that you guys are getting downloads through your meditating, spending time in nature, changing your diets. Oh, because you've been feeling trapped and foggy and unclear. So it's like you're taking a cleanse or a detox. You can be starting, a workout, an exercise class, a Roomba class, a yoga class. You could be the instructor. Okay. So some of you are unclear about a situation. But you're going to be vindicated. You know something. You know something, but you don't have the receipts and you don't have the facts. And so everything is not clear. It's like even though you don't have the proof, you don't have the facts, you don't have the evidence or the receipts, you still know something is what it is. And you're going to be proven right about it. Or you're going to finally know and be very clear on what it was that you wasn't clear on. Riddle me this, riddle me that, Saggies. What is going on? Riddle me this, riddle me that. But you're definitely letting go of something or someone, a habit or a lifestyle, a way of being, a thinking that is going to bring you more harmony and peace into your life. That is very clear. Maybe you were unclear on how to bring more peace and harmony into your life. And for some of you, the epiphany is, oh, meditating will bring peace and harmony into my life. For others of you, you have been contemplating, reflecting, looking back, looking into certain situations in your life and wanting peace and harmony in that area and thinking about how to get there, how to get to that goal, how to bring more peace and harmony into your life, and this less of this energy of feeling trapped and confused and not clear. Okay, Saggies, for some of you, there's a friend here that wants to be more more to you, but you're not interested in them in that way. My. You have a friend who is interested in you, who does well financially for themselves, is sweet and romantic. They're sweet and romantic and they financially do well for themselves, Saggies. But you don't like them because you feel something in them is evil. Oh my goodness, Saggies. Your reading is a twist. Your reading is a twist and a turn this weekend. Why is it that you think that this friend is evil? And why do you have this person as a friend if you think they evil? For some of you, this friend can be big in stature, like physically big, so they're intimidating. That can be a reason why you're still, their friend. Maybe you scared they do something if you stop being their friend, because they can be very intimidating. Now, they can either physically be intimidating because they're not coming off as rough. They're not coming off as rough or aggressive or violent. They're coming up as somebody sweet, shy, who does financially well for themselves. They witty, they smart, but they're very shy. But for some reason, you think they're evil. Leave it in the comment section. I would love to know why you think this friend is evil, because they're not coming out that way. This person is not coming out as evil. Let me take some extra cards on this person, because now I want to know why, Saggies. This person obviously has feelings for you, romantic feelings for you. Okay, so you think that this person distorts the truth. You think this person is a liar. You think this person is a liar, and that they cause trouble on purpose. So this person has a naughty side. So, okay, Saggy. So you see this person as two-faced. But they're coming up as your friend. Or maybe they see themselves as your friend, but you don't really see this person as your friend. Maybe you just see this person as an acquaintance, Sagittarius. Because this person is really sweet on you. But if they only knew what you really thought of them, that you think that they distort the truth and they're just a outright liar, and that they are troublemakers, that they cause trouble by distorting the truth and telling lies. And so even though this person may have a nice side, they do have a bad side too. And you don't like that bad side. And because you don't like that bad side, then you say they're all bad. Forget about it. It's like, how can I look at them as a good person when they're lying and they start trouble? I don't consider that a good person. And then other people will tell you, Sagittarius, well, everybody lies at one point or another in their life. Everybody lies. Everybody has caused trouble at one point or another. You know, most people, let's not say all, let's say most people have lied and most people have caused trouble in their lives. That doesn't necessarily make them a bad person. But in your eyes, it does. And for you, this person is evil. This person is evil. And you don't want their friendship. You don't want their friendship. As a matter of fact, you think that this person competes with you. So that's why Spirit said, you know, maybe Sagittarius doesn't see that person as a friend. Maybe that person sees themselves as Sagittarius friend, but Sagittarius, I think you gotta let this person know they're not your friend, or you don't see them as a friend. Okay? Because this person really sees you as a friend, and they're sweet on you, and they may want more. They may want more from you, Sagis. That has been your weekend tea, Sagis. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed and fun-filled weekend. And that's right. Use your energy to create something. You're about to invent something that is going to change the world. Sagis, let us know in the comment section. Ciao. Thank you for stopping by and sipping some weekend tea with us. Support your content creators on YouTube like Kettle Messages Tarot. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And check out the Gemstar's new website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. Now go have an amazing weekend. Ciao!